You know what it is the guys who just wanted to watch an hour at a time is just tacking into a stream. We'll make it an hour at a time.
We'll make it.
Technology. August.
Like squirrely little neck. Just cracks around with big eyes, frightened, and scurries away.
No, it just says fly as the eagle. The power of flight is bestowed upon the spellcaster or person it is cast upon. It is especially effective out of doors and in large open areas. Maximum speed 50 miles per hour bonus.
Okay, how high can an eagle fly?
Sure.
I mean, oh, holy crap!
Yeah, they can fly pretty high.
Oh, I think we're live now.
Hello.
Holy crap!
Good.
There's eagles
Yeah,
that can
it's
fly
working.
up to 29,000 feet. Jesus.
Wow.
That's half a mile. That's not that big of a deal.
29,000 feet is not half a mile. It's 5,000.
29,000. I thought you said 2,900.
No, 29,000 feet.
That's almost like
a plane.
that's almost 5 miles up. Holy shit.
Why would you want to do that, you stupid eagle?
Because their dive bombs are fantastic.
Stupid eagle? What? You don't need to go that. What's up there? Nothing. Air.
I think.
Other eagles.
Oh,
Who cares?
I know
Okay,
why.
This actually says, okay, that was okay. This actually is much better. Eagles can fly 10 to 15,000 feet high at around 65 miles an hour. Considering the armor's speed is about the same, I guess that kind of makes sense. If Inferno, if you want to use that.
Sure.
Also, instead of a level 5 spell, which your fly is, this is a level 7 spell.
What is fly as an eagle? Oh, I
Fly
see.
as
I
an
see.
eagle
I
is
see
a
what
level
you
7
mean.
spell, yes.
Okay, got it. So yeah.
All right.
So
Anywho. So when the stream cut off, Al was wrestling with Manzan, the Doom Speaker, to keep him still, and using his superhuman strength of the Mystic Power Armor, is able to keep him pinned to his chest and stop the wrangling that would involve him dropping Manzan, the Doom Speaker, who would just become Manzan the Flat. So, without much further ado, you bring the shrieking Manzan. Do you want to bring him to like the foot of the Rhapsody, or?
I think he would yes, bring him to the foot of the Rhapsody.
Okay. And for one of the few times I'll ever NPC Mila, she's out there just sitting outside, talking gleefully away at the robot while it's working. You know, just telling him about stories. And as you come down, she'll clap her hands. She's like, "Yay! You brought us a new friend."
Al is going to purposely, like when he lands, shove him down in such a way that he sprawls to give him time to cast another magic net, or at least that's what he's going to attempt to do.
Sure. Yeah. No. You set him down. He sprawls on the ground. As he begins to get up, you hit another met with him, which is met with another confused shriek as his black eyes look up at you in the setting sun.
Al's going to look up and see who's around besides Mila.
Bear. Alicia was monitoring the comms with Patrick, but for the sake of narrative, we can say Patrick's nearby too, because he's the only player currently here in session.
So he'll say to Bear and Patrick, he'll say, I have to go back and get Tom. I'll be back in a few minutes. That net only lasts around 2 minutes. We need to get information from him.
Bear nods.
And then Al will take off again to go get Tom, which he's left behind.
As Al zooms away, Bear looks to Patrick and says, "What shall we do? Bring him in? Leave him out here?"
Patrick looks down at the man with he.
He's
looks,
not a man; he's a diamond. But yeah,
Patrick obviously looks really confused at this point.
as does Bear.
He goes, "We'll bring him in?"
Bear nods and grabs Manzan by his feet and begins to drag him into the ship. A surprising way. The individuals who are still there, by the way, many of them are resting on the Rhapsody, grabbing a bite to eat. It hasn't been very long, of course. It's only been, God, ever since you guys decided to do this, maybe 10 minutes, right? So many of them are still around the cargo area, getting themselves collected. And as Bear drags in this this Manzan, who by the way, I'm going to say he dropped his staff when you captured him. So his staff is still on the ground back in Winter's Outpost. But they see him and they all shrink at the look of this die-in, and they quickly make a path. As Bear turns around to Patrick as he drags him, and he goes, "Should we put him in the same room with..." He looks around to everyone. "Our former guest? My room?"
We may want to remove our guest in lieu of our new friend.
"I see. Where should the guest go?" he asks as he's now dragging up the ramp, connecting the cargo bay to the the main area of the ship.
I'm sure my room will be fine for now.
Bear nods, and if you assist him, great. Either way, the two of you put Manzeg down and lock the door behind them, and escort the Baron out, put him in Patrick's room, and then lock the door behind before Manzeg, before the spell disappears. In fact, it does just a matter of seconds afterwards. But there's still stuff over for a few more minutes at the very least. So you just hear a bunch of shrinks and thumps at the door. As for Al and Tom, Al takes maybe about 5 minutes to... Now you're going at full speed, so it only takes a matter of minutes to get back to where Tom was. Tom, do you stay where you were, or do you do anything else in particular?
Oh, no. I'm sticking behind this tree, trying to make sure that I'm not seen.
Okay. Well, after the display through the sky that everyone saw, no one's really looking in your direction. They're more talking. Actually, you can probably see from your vantage point, many of these dying individuals are coming out of their homes, assembling near their big central meeting hall, talking to themselves in a guttural foreign language that you can't understand, the few words that you can make out from the distance that you're at. But sure enough, Al, is it fair to assume you're going to be taking the same approach to Winter's Outpost that you did before, which is land half a mile away and then walk, or is there going to be a change to that plan?
No, I think that Tom was a bit freaked out. Al's going to fly straight to Tom.
What's the duration on invisibility?
It's only 12 minutes for me.
Then let's be cinematic, shall we?
Sure.
We'll say you delve down right by Tom, and a few seconds later, the invisibility spell ends.
Right. Hi. Did I miss anything?
They kind of gathered in that building over there. Dude Man dropped his staff. I would like to get out of here, please.
Okay. Should we get the staff or should we just go?
Tom just stares back in response.
Al's going to say, I think Patrick would be disappointed if we left it, but okay, let's just go. As Tom continues to keep looking at him.
If you really want to get it, sure. They will see you.
Al will say, all right, let's just go.
Okay. And you depart similar to how you left, with Tom securing himself, so, with his belt. The question is, do you use any spells or abilities before you depart and fly off?
No, I think now that I'm back with Tom, we would try and quickly traverse the half mile and then fly off.
Oh, great. Great. Wonderful. The flight back is uneventful. The sun is still very, very slowly setting, but there's still, some light left. By the time you enter the Rhapsody, you are quickly informed by August that the location of Manzan and the Baron. As you re-enter the Rhapsody, is it a fair assumption that both of you would do so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now, stop me if you like, Patrick. But I'm going to set the scene of Tom and Al entering, seeing Bear and Patrick looking at Bear's room's door, and hear the muffled voice of Manzan thumping again. He goes, "By Rena the Prophet and all the trial, what have you done with me? What do you want? Blasted spirits? Have I forsaken you so? Are you the swarm?"
Al's gonna get this look on his face and very quietly say, "He thinks we're the spirits. What if we convince him he was wrong, or Ranzel, whatever her name was wrong, and
Rena.
then ask him, Rena was wrong, and ask them to tell us where the sacrifices are, because if they're sacrificed, even more harm will come to them."
Interesting idea.
I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my phone.
We use the voice changer to give us some powerful, lofty, godlike voice. Oh my god! We use the voice changer to sound like Tyrath!
Oh, shit. I think this guy's gonna meet some gods, gentlemen. All right. Out of
All right.
character, I'm gonna address something in chat.
I'm
I
gonna
got up. Just really quickly, I got up at 8 o'clock in the morning to do this stream. It is now 12:35. We've been going for right around 4 hours, 4.5 hours, right around there. So yeah.
Yeah. You tell him.
All
So,
right, Piph, you-
Squee, I think your plan sucks because they can hear you.
What?
Said quietly.
No, I just love doing those.
I know.
Don't mind me.
I'm back.
We have a plan.
Great.
Possibly. We'd like to. Actually, is everyone okay with this?
We can just slip into character if you want. You don't have to tell me. That'd be interesting.
All right, then
I'll find
Al
out
would
soon enough.
Al would like pull people away from the door. Are
Thumping
people coming
continues.
with Al?
Bear is.
Sure.
August and Alicia have also shown up to hear the sounds of thumping, and Blink too. Why not?
Okay. Al will very, very quietly say, "He thinks that we're the spirits. Why don't we play on that? Make him believe that they're wrong, and if they sacrifice these people, great harm will come to them. We get the voice changer and sound like, I don't know, sound like some godlike... We get the voice changer, we sound like Tyrath. And we try to convince him that what he's doing is wrong, and we need to know where the people are."
Both Alicia and Blink kind of give a what the hell look. Not like a what the hell, but like, what the hell might work, right?
Oh.
Where August adjusts his glasses a little bit, and he says, "I guess that's better than other options."
Al will look at Tom and Patrick.
You see Patrick far down the hallway, still near the door.
That's right, he didn't actually follow.
Nope.
He'll look at Tom then.
He will give you a thumbs up.
All right. Al will go get the voice changer.
While you're getting the voice changer, Patrick, intermittent with a few more thumps of the walls and whatnot, you start to hear a bunch of rustling around and the tearing of sheets. And you hear the voice say, "Just tell me what you want, please. This is most unsettling."
For everyone else, basically you just see Patrick stand there almost like a rod, staring at the door. It doesn't really look like he's looking at it either. Just staring forward, straight as an arrow. For the GM, he's taking basically the Mind Jack equivalent of Word and putting down notes.
Oh, okay.
That's hilarious.
So Patrick staring off into space could actually be Patrick writing notes.
Yup. That's great. I love
Go
that.
ahead, Jay. Oh, I see. Because your computers, because you can do it. No, you can't do it wirelessly. You have to be connected to something for your head jack to write notes in.
He's like, for a while he's been having that just on constantly.
Oh, he's been jacked into his personal computer nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's a wire connected to it. Okay, crazy, cool. All right, neat. I didn't know that. My bad. Okay, cool. He's just taking down notes. All right, you managed to... Wait a second. The voice changer is in the golden place, isn't it?
Did we ever take it out for anything during the...
No, you didn't.
No, it's in
I
the golden
know you
place.
didn't, yeah.
All right, then I will just go. All right, I'll just have to wing it. Drawing upon the only person he's ever met who he might consider a god.
Oh, no. Now we get to hear Al do my impression of Tyrath.
Al will go. Creature, I've brought you here because you have shown great faith.
Who is that? Who's speaking?
I am the one who gave your people the vision.
The vision. You did, but that means you are the swarm. I don't understand. This is not what we were told. Is this some form of trickery?
You do not understand because I chose the wrong person to give the vision to. Your leader has misunderstood my will.
What do you mean? But what we were told was very clear that the swarm desires the death of humankind, and the only way to appease it to prevent... Wait, does that mean you're not going to destroy Winter's Outpost? Well, why can't I see you? Why am I in this room? What is this bed doing here?
Al thinks for a second, and he says, Do you know nothing of spirits, creature? If you
No,
were
you know, I think honestly.
If you
This is
were
all
to
hard.
see, you would be struck blind. I am doing this for your own protection. You must help your people.
There's a long silence for a moment as he says, "What is your name?"
What is his name? Sorry, his name.
You recall
Mm-hmm.
the guy in the village calling him Manzan, the Doom
Okay.
Speaker.
He will say, "My name is Manzan,
That is my name.
and if I were speaking to another, my name would be theirs, as I am a part of you."
Another long silence. Why should I believe you?
I displayed my magnificence when I brought you here. Do you doubt my power?
What do you want?
To save your people. You misunderstood my vision. You think that blackened skulls will appease the swarm, yet you take skulls that are not blank, paint them with fire, and think this will work.
Manzan replies, I do not understand, then. You gave Rena the vision of a destroyed landscape, of burning skulls. If that is not what you wanted, then why did you put it in her head?
I trusted incorrectly that she would have the strength to understand. When I told her that blackened skulls would appease the swarm, what I meant was that once their skulls are blackened, they will be appeased. There is no way to stop them but to kill them. Appeasement is their death.
But why do you tell me this? Why not tell Rena?
She no longer listens to my words. So I must choose one who has not lost the faith.
Where have you brought me?
To my realm.
I find this hard to believe. I was screaming a third one and another human started dragging me around. Into hallways, human faces. No, this is strange.
I have
strange.
many servants. Some human, some not. This is what you saw, yes? Would you prefer it that I used your kind to do my menial work? Or perhaps you suggest I should demean myself by doing it on my own?
Very, 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 very long pause. Like a matter of 5 minutes. What do you guys do in the meantime? He's not responding right now.
I'm going to try and poke Al in the ribs
Mm-hmm.
and
Al looks at Tom.
kind of pull him away from the door a bit and whisper, maybe you should recite the vision that Mila got.
Al will nod and give him a thumbs up. and he will start to hang on a second. Give me 1 second. In a loud voice, Al will. Oh, hang on. You sent it to me through Skype. Give me a second.
Who else is there? Who are you talking to? A voice rings out.
As I just said, I have many servants to do my bidding.
Another long silence.
All right, you know what? I'm having trouble finding it. Al will, since he took time to memorize it, he will just begin speaking word for word.
If you want to, for the sake of the role play, then give me a moment. I'll just give you my Dropbox here, dude. Prophecy's there too, I reckon. If not, I can make it there real quick. And this should be fine enough. Copy. Do. You want the one that Mila had. Okay. Bloop.
All right. So, Al will just begin saying, 7 dangers greet the earth, bravely met or suffer death. 4 trials shall face humanity, pain, torment, calamity. First arrives by cobalt fire, devouring madness, death, and ire. Castles green, man machines, allies found in enemies. Every speck must break and rend before the swarm comes to an end. And give me 1 second.
What's the matter, buddy?
No, I'm just thinking of something that Al would add on to the end. Blacken the skulls upon the swarm, for that is the only way to live, you have been warned. And he would add that on to the end of that paragraph.
Okay. You can continue, or will that be the end of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He'll say, these are the words I spoke. Your leader saw what she wanted to see.
How may your loyal servant assist you?
You are blackening the skulls of the innocent. In your desire to protect, I understand, but this must stop, or the swarm will find nothing but skulls when they arrive.
It is not up to me. I am not blackening their skulls. I am not killing the humans. It is Rena. Stop her yourself.
Al will pause. And Al will say, I will. I need you to tell me where they are. As I said, she no longer listens to me.
Silence. No response. You hear a shift of something in the room. Then you hear a loud clang. And then the screeching of metal. And then that stops too. A small screech. Then silence.
Does
Roll me
it?
D100.
Sure.
Okay.
So, just out of curiosity, small screech, as in it doesn't sound like someone's tearing a hole through a wall.
Nope, that would be a much longer sound.
Got it. Okay.
Small screech or squinch of metal.
Mm.
Lasts only about a second or two. A few thumps were before it, a few thumps were after it.
Got it.
That's all.
I'll look around and shrug his shoulders.
So he knows something's up. Fairly sure. So he's probably not going to lead us to them. So this was not the most helpful. So what are we gonna do about him?
Okay, are we speaking in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Okay. Well, we don't know for sure that he's not going to help. I'm with you. I don't think he is, but we don't actually have confirmation he doesn't believe us. I say we make sure that he doesn't believe us, and then oh man. Use a form of coercion?
Talk about torture.
No, I'm talking about the threat of torture, but I'm not the biggest fan of that.
Yeah. Neither am I. What do you think, Piph?
Piph?
Oh right. No, he had to check BRB smelling
Oh.
burning. Okay. So it's just hi. What do you think?
Well, I think this is all things that would be hard to rationalize within character, that we all had a particular plan of some kind without communication.
Right.
Yeah, that is true. That's very true.
That's the only thing buzzing in my mind.
Okay, then we're gonna have to walk away from the door then, and talk.
All right. I think you guys walk away from the door and talk it over. Al will try and make sure that this ruse has failed. I believe it as a player it has, but as a character, he's not 100%. So, because who knows? He's just been quiet. We don't know that he doesn't believe us yet.
Yeah. Patrick, what do you think we should do about this?
Assuming you pulled him away from the door.
Yes.
Far, and an owl will motion far, far away.
Yes. Over near the cockpit.
Okay.
Well, his insight into noises has already picked up yourself walking. He has untrust about what we have. We've only been playing on what he knows that we know. We need to give him some information that only a god of the prophet would know, and that he can verify.
Okay.
We need to give him the rest of the vision that might convince him of something, but I think his suspicions have already been raised.
Okay.
He's no longer questioning us as if we're the swarm or a god.
Okay, in the meantime, Al, what are you gonna do?
He continues to be silent.
Mm-hmm. You haven't heard anything else come from the room.
Al will say, urgency is necessary.
What, sir? What was that first word that you said?
Urgency.
Why?
You are destroying the souls of those you should not. It must be stopped.
What am I doing now, oh great spirit?
Hang on. Give me 1 second. Al will say somewhat angrily, you are trying my patience, which is unwise.
What kind of god grants visions of the future, but doesn't even know where his servants worship him? You are no god. Now come in here, so I may bash your head in. Filthy humans, human lovers, you'll all die.
Al pauses for a moment. And he says very quietly, then your kind is doomed. I had thought you smarter than the rest.
Then give me a reason to believe you. Because all I know is that I'm locked in some strange room after being whisked away by something powerful, yes, by something great. But I do not understand why it is me. I do not understand why you need me to tell me where your servant is. I need a display of godly power. Grant me a vision instead of Rena, if I'm to be your chosen one. Tell me more about the swarm. Give me something.
Oh my god, I have an idea.
What?
Well, but you guys aren't there. Okay.
Nope.
Horrific illusion.
Ah, shit! But you need line of sight.
Yes, I
You
do.
sure do.
But the thing is, you have a specific magical item which allows you to get line of sight fairly quickly. The thing is, you can't back out.
I can't what?
You will be able to get in, but you won't be able to get out.
I'm confused. What? Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
Al will you know what? Al will just leave because we can't plan too much out of character. That's silly.
Yeah.
Al will just, when he says that, Al will just quietly walk away because he has an idea. But, yeah, I'm gonna come to you guys. Like, he has an idea, but he doesn't want to. He needs to consult.
Okay.
So Al will walk to you guys and he'll say very quietly, he needs some vision. He wants me to give him a vision. I might have a way. Horrific illusion. I could show him something, maybe Splakorth, some terrible swarm destroying.
Sidekick.
Yes, destroying his people and humans together.
Mm-hmm.
It involves entering the room, which means either opening the door for him to get out. Well, actually, yeah.
Use the bell.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Al will quietly look at Patrick. Patrick? Advice?
Patrick.
Patrick?
I gotta give you a heads up as a DM.
Hmm.
As far as horrific illusion,
Mm-hmm.
you want to give them a detailed vision. It can't let you do that. It has to be something simple and frightening. So examples, the description reads, the Arcanist creates a frightening illusionary image of a horrible sight using common images such as 100 large spiders, or the bugs or snakes, or vicious rabid animals, or fire, or similar. Everyone who fails illusion, blah 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 blah. So that makes me think of it has to be like a few images. It can't be a detailed visionary scene. Okay,
would this
just
work?
to give you a heads up.
Would this work? I got it. A horrifying image of Rita standing over the dead bodies of his people.
It's Rena, not
Rena,
Rita.
sorry.
First
Rena,
of all,
Rena.
and her standing over the dead bodies of her people. Once again, that's a lot of bodies. You know what I mean? Like it has to be a singular. But I will allow. Oh my God, this sounds so nitpicky, but you know what I mean.
No, I completely understand. Maybe
I'll
if I
say image. Nah, the equivalent of say about 6 humanoid forms. You know what I mean? So her over 5 or 6 bodies. I'm sure you could probably muster up an image like that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the equivalent of 100 spiders, or little children or whatnot. Yeah. So it's not like it can't be like 300 people, right? Which
Right,
is like
right.
the population of Winter's
What
Outpost.
if-
It can't be that.
What
But
if
doesn't.
it is an actual Zydekick, because we have seen it, killing Rena, and she's standing on a pile of, like, 4 other of her kin?
See, here's the
Or
problem.
is that...
That
Because I
the-
kind of
here's the only
want to
problem-
implant the image of a Zydekick in his brain.
Here's the tricky part, though. That won't convince him that she's wrong. That could just convince him that's what'll happen if they don't continue doing what they're doing. We need to show him Rena is wrong.
Okay.
So I like the idea of the sidekick, but I don't know how to do that and convince him that the path they're on is the incorrect one. The only way I could think of is to show him the image of the path you're on will lead to this, Rena standing over your dead corpses.
So in second that I bumped it up to like
Hmm.
an image standing over about a dozen corpses, but probably no more.
Okay, that'll work. Patrick, advice?
Well, the only thing is you are going to be in some danger. If you're okay with it, I wish you the best.
Al will hold up.
You're still in the Mystic Power Armor, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I keep forgetting that this thing can fit in walls or in hallways and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's just like
yeah, he wouldn't have taken it off, so he would nod. He'd go, "All right, where's the belt?"
Patrick will unbuckle it from around his own waist.
So, and the Mystic Power Armor does look unusual, right? It's just like made. It's like a suit of armor made from crystal.
yeah,
Yep.
a suit of knight's armor.
A suit of knight's armor. So that even in itself is suitably odd looking. Not something that the average DB or human has seen.
You may also want to keep in your original form, which would he's seen you in.
You mean invisible?
That can work.
No, No, I think I'd rather make a big display. And I'm not sure I have the PPE left to do all of that. I'm sorry, I don't know if I have
Magic energy.
the magic energy left to do that, but I'll figure something out. All right, here goes nothing. And then Al will attach the belt, go up to the door, and he will say, kind of quietly, "You want a vision of your future? I will show you what will happen if you continue to follow Rena's." And then he will step through the wall
How?
with the phase belt.
Okay, so you're turning on the belt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how.
You hear a small zapping noise, like zzz, as all of a sudden, feels like your body's vibrating all of a sudden. And before you know it, everything is now just turned into wispy clouds. The walls, your fellow individuals, absolutely everything. It's like everything is made of fog now.
Al will very quick.
Dim lights blinking off in the distance, too.
Huh. Al will note that in the back of his head. Very quickly step through what used to be the door.
Okay, it takes just a second or two to step through what used to be the door, and you see a wispy image of the room itself. The sheets on Bear's room have been torn in half, and the desk that was off to one side is clearly broken. It's spilled on its side, and one of its metallic legs has been wrenched from it. Off to the left of the doorway, hovering over just outside the door, is Manzane with a that leg in his hand, looking ready to strike. But the second he sees your wispy form, you see his arm hesitate a little bit, and he kind of gives an open, wide look.
Al will say, "Strike me."
Does he dare strike a god? Yep. Because he looks at your face and your eyes through the helmet, and he sees that they're human. And he narrows his eyes a little bit, and he shuts his mouth, and he takes a swing, and the swing goes right through your cloudy form. It's been about 10 seconds.
Al will then immediately chant and cast Horrific Illusion.
You begin to chant. Of course, Manzeg asks what the hell you're doing. Actually, he specifically says, "What are you doing now?" And the spell goes off, and just in the nick of time, because you were coming back into more of a corporeal situation. But give me just a refresher on the detail of what exactly the image you're going to present to Manzan.
I'm going to present an image of Rena standing over a dozen or so corpses, and if I can, like surrounded by fire.
Well,
if not, not.
Here's the question. You know what die-in look like. There's one right in front of you. That's no problem. When you say of Rena, you've never seen Rena. So you're just another die-in?
Wait, no. A picture of him with his staff over the dozen corpses and on his knees with like his face up towards the heavens in agony
Anguish?
or pain. Yeah.
Okay. That's effective. Roll versus horror factor Manzan. And because of the he has to get over 14, and I'm gonna tell you what. Because of the little display of like hit me and it went right through, That's going to color this, so I'm going to make it harder for him by 2. He fails. The image fills the entire room, actually, over the torn bed and everything else. And he sees this image of what appears to be himself over these, and he drops the medal wrong. And on the other side of the door, both Patrick and Byrne can hear a clang of metal, and you can hear his words. They're muffled. And he gets to a knee and he says, I am so sorry for doubting you. And he looks up at you with big black eyes, and he says, you must be the god of the humans. That is why you got so angry at us. But what does this vision mean? And the vision is like, the image is still there because it lasts like 2 minutes per level.
Right.
So it's going to be there for like 10 minutes until you say, I take it away, right? But he's staring at himself as others. He goes, I have to kill my own people.
Al will say in a softer voice, if you continue walking the path you tread, laid out for you by Rena, this will be your fate.
No, I love my people. That's what we were doing this for, to help you, to protect you. Not to help you protect you, but to help us protect us. I don't want to kill my own people.
Understand. You may be of different flesh, but you are all one people. To hurt the humans is to kill yourselves.
He scrunches up a nose and he says, you have to understand, we did what we must, what we thought was right. Why didn't you give us a clear vision? Why didn't you appear to Rena as you've appeared to me?
As I
You
told
hate
you,
us so.
I have tried. She no longer listens. You still have a pure heart, and you can hear me. She cannot.
He sinks low to his knees and he bends his head down a little bit and he says, what would you have me do?
The swarm does come. You must protect your people. You must stop the killing of your people. All of them. I can help you. But as I said, Rena's heart is closed to me. I can no longer see it.
Oh, great spirit of the humans. More will burn soon tonight. Rena saw a moon streaked in blood, cackling, incoherent voices. She said that was the best time. Must I stop them by myself? Is this a test?
Al will put a hand on him. I don't know how that's going to hurt the armor, but he's going to put a hand on his shoulder.
It's not going to hurt the armor.
Okay. And he's going to say, you are never alone, my child. My servants are your brothers. They will go with you. They will help you.
I understand. I think.
With that, Al will nod and he will say, it is difficult for me to manifest so strongly before you. But I will always be watching over you. Join your brothers. Save your kind. All of them. And with that, he'll knock on the door. No, wait. He'll knock on the door.
God.
Hang on. He'll knock on the door, but he will cast with like not much energy remaining. He'll cast invisibility. How else
Is someone gonna get the door for him?
Yeah.
Or do I
Open the door for
do
him.
so?
Uh,
Who's getting the door? Come on, guys.
He knocks on the door and says something and then disappears.
I'll get it. It's fine. I'll try and
Okay.
keep out of sight.
How?
Okay. What kind of doors are these? Are they the
Metallic
Trek
sliding
pushing one?
doors.
metallic sliding doors? He is going to press the activation, but keep his back against the wall.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I know. So Al casts invisibility,
Mhm.
and when the door opens, you just hear Al's voice. He will help you now, brothers. Help him, as I have helped you. And then Al will invisibly and quietly try and walk away.
Roll prowl, please.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Alright. Fail by 8.
Okay. All right. Is the image of him standing over his dead people still there in the room, by the way?
No, Al would dispel it after he has said his words that he will help, help him as he will help you.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just gonna close the door. Is somebody? Tom's gonna look over to Patrick and go, "Fuck, should I do?"
So do you
Should I
close the
close
door
it?
and then ask who the fuck you should do, or are you giving the
No,
gesture
it's-
before you do so?
I'm giving him the gesture before I do so.
You guys heard? I mean, like they would have heard everything that happened in the room, right?
Oh, I know,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I'm not entirely comfortable with this guy just roaming the ship.
Well, I got bad news because he's stepping out right now.
Okay.
Steps out, looks around with bleary eyes. Looks to Tom, looks to Patrick, looks to Bear and Alicia. Alicia kind of is all tense. Looks at you very carefully. He doesn't have the metal thing in his hand or whatnot.
I'm gonna pull a grimace, and Patrick.exe is not working at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
Al is waiting by invisible in case the guy makes a move towards anyone to basically body tackle him.
So why don't you show us where your base is? Yeah.
He
Come
slowly
with
brings
me.
No. He slowly looks towards you, sneer on his face a little bit, and says, "Where are we?"
Near Winter's Outpost.
No, this vessel. What is it?
Patrick then snaps to and goes, "The Ark."
The Ark. How long have you served this spirit?
Close to 3 years.
What do you know of the swarm?
Well, from what I know, they are giant insectoid creatures. And they can kill you with just one swoop of the hand.
What do you need me to do? I was instructed to return to my kind. Are you going to take me there on this ark? Or do I go the path alone?
Tom looks over to Patrick, hoping that he gives a solid answer.
We will, of course, take you there since you are now part of our ark.
Very well. So, I think we might end it here, because Squee has to go soon.
Yeah.
Happy Easter, everyone. Or
Yeah,
happy
belated
boy.
Easter, I
Oh
guess,
boy,
for the
oh boy, oh
recordings.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Indeed. So yeah, this is where we'll end it, with you guys agreeing to take Manzan
To his
back to Winter's Outpost.
Well, at least we didn't have to torture him.
Wait, we're taking him
that's
back
good.
to Winter's Outpost?
You said my
Well, no,
people.
Fuck.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun.
It has.
I think I will just end it here so people can get on their way for their Easter celebrations. Have a nice dinner, everyone, or wherever you are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.